Oh my God, that feels so good. Oh yeah. Oh, slow down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Oh my God. Oh yeah, play with my balls. Play with my balls. Oh, that feels so good. Yeah, just roll them around in a circle. Oh my God, I love it when you. Uh-oh, slow down. Don't move. I'll go get you a towel.
And that's what they're saying in Boston this morning.
Oh.
That's what they're saying, Anthony.
First of all, I am shocked. Wow. Dopey bastards making us stay up till 1:30 in the morning when I got to be up at 3:30.
Yeah, it's probably people that were responsible and went to bed very early, so...
Who?
Yeah, that's true.
Not a Yankee or Sox fan,
I was going to say,
sure.
I guess that anyone that wasn't really interested in the game. I went to bed at 10 o'clock.
You did?
Yeah, I was staying up to watch the Red Sox and Yankees go at it last night. I figure, I'll check out the game. 10 o'clock, I'm like, you know what? This is just stupid. What am I doing to myself?
Stupid to stay awake.
I go to bed. Who knew that the game would take another three and a half hours to complete?
Oh.
After 12 innings, the Sox beat the Yanks 6-4 on David Ortiz's homer, Anthony.
You know what? Yeah. They finished 9 innings. It's tied. Could go either way. Extra innings, it goes either way. Who knows? But for the Boston Herald to put Sox show 'em who's daddy on the cover, slow down, Sox fans. Slow down. So you take one. It ain't a 4-game sweep. But, it's like being a convicted or someone who's on death row and cheering that you're getting such a good meal. Oh, look, I got a steak. Oh, you know how this is going to end.
I don't know about that.
Stop it.
You guys got to get through Pedro Martinez today.
So?
And they're going to, duct tape Kurt Schilling's ankle back together.
Oh, is that what they're going to do?
You're going to have to get past him again.
We can rebuild him.
I'm already looking at Game 7. It looks like it's going to be Game 7 here in New York, Anthony.
You're going to look at Game 7. Not between the Yankees and the Red Sox. That's for sure. 3 more, guys. 3 more in a row. Stop it.
But the game...
Did you watch Saturday's game? That's why they lost yesterday. They were exhausted from slamming that ball.
Yeah, what was the score Saturday? 38-5? What was it?
It was 19-8.
Yeah.
And everything sounds better with teen at the end, so it was 19-18.
Yeah, I guess
they got spanked.
I guess they were a bit tired, but...
They're jumping around after they win in extra innings last night. They're jumping around on the field like they won the goddamn World Series.
And all the news reports, you got the fans up there in Boston, doing the Who's Your Daddy chant at 1:30 in the morning.
Oh, stop it. We just saw the news. They were saying Boston fans still partying.
Yeah, they had local sports guy Bruce Beck up there in Boston.
Like they need any excuse to party up in Boston.
Boston Red Sox fans stopped partying only an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, the bars close up there when, 2?
No.
Well, yeah, 2.
Oh, some of them close at 2.
Yeah, but they're just on the street drinking. Yo, Sully, you want another beer?
How funny was it when Jeter, A-Rod hit that home run over the Green Monster, and they kept throwing it back into the freaking...
Throw it back.
Into the park, and then they threw it back out.
And then Tarzan threw it back over, and then they threw it back.
That was hilarious. And then
that was pretty funny.
Then the ump wrecked everyone's fun. Goes trotting.
I'll take this.
Goes trotting out into left field with his big beer belly, grabs the ball, and spoils everyone's fun.
The Sox fans, though, you got to understand, this is just prolonging the agony. It's inevitable. You guys got spanked on Saturday, man. And last night's game, it was one of those close games that could have gone either way. First one, you guys have had with us in this series. Please, don't worry about it.
We'll talk tomorrow.
All right.
We will. Tomorrow, all right?
Oh, am I going to have to stay up late again?
No, luckily
what time's
today,
the game start? 5?
Thank God. That means the game will be over by midnight, so that's good news.
Although they say the game starts at 7:30, and it winds up starting at 8:30.
Yeah.
They bamboozle you.
I don't know why they have to start these games so late. Knowing that, in the playoffs especially, these games slow way down.
They ought to arrest everyone that was at Fenway last night with children. Did you see some of these kids? They can't keep their eyes open. They're drooling, falling asleep. It's like you can't even take your kid to the game.
I thought you were describing Ben because he's going to be useless today.
The same way.
He's going to be absolutely useless. He's like, dude, I'm a huge Sox fan, so I had to stay up and watch the game. I mean, he's supposed to be producing this radio show, right? I'm like, yeah, you got to give it to him. I kind of understand, but he also had to go to a bar and watch the game until 1:30 in the morning.
Well, of course.
We had to win one. I want to thank all my great friends in Boston that have called me from 1:30 to 3, reminding me that we won. And you know how it is, Hope. I'm not making this up. When you used to crash in my apartment, my friends I have to get up in a half an hour. Thanks for letting me know that we won. They were all pissed because the bars closed at 2. They went a half an hour to get out to the bars.
Ben, don't you realize you were that guy, too? You would call people at all hours?
Yes. But
I'm sure you would have been calling me up going,
no.
We kicked your ass.
Well, I didn't call anyone last night.
When we first moved back to Boston, I started getting sick of the commute, so I started staying at Hotel Ben. It's Hotel Ben because all of Ben's friends from Boston that decide they need to have a life in New York, they move down here, and they start at Hotel Ben for about a week or two.
Stay at
and then
Ben's
they finally get their own apartment and move on, right? Well, I was one of these guys that did Hotel Ben for a while, and he's not kidding. His friends call him all night long.
All hours.
All night long, he's got drunken friends from all over the East Coast calling up Ben to see what he's up to.
Well, last night, it was unbelievable. Dave, dude, it's great. We're going to take them. We're going to win this thing. I'm like, dude, let's be realistic here. It's 3-1.
3 more in a row, guys. That's all you need.
It ain't going to happen.
Did you forget the 3 the spankings you got prior? Did you forget?
I didn't forget. I'm the only one that has any idea that we are not going to win this. It's impossible.
Thank you. I'm glad there's a realistic Sox fan here because the other ones, I'm listening to 10-10 Wins on the way in, and I'm hearing Sox fans going, "The Yankees lose! The Yankees lose! The Yankees!" What? Hey, what happened the previous games, my friend?
All right, it's one game, but
they won a game. It's never happened. First of all, in baseball history, it's never happened
where someone has come back.
Someone's come back.
3-zip deficit.
It's never happened before.
We understand that.
And the Sox, this hope that they got last night that they're going to be the team that does it, the team that chokes every year. Stop it.
All right, you get through Pedro and then we'll talk. All right.
Where's the problem there?
You're gonna take care of Pedro tonight?
Yes.
Or this afternoon?
Yes.
All right.
I'll tell you one thing though. Gotta watch that game in high definition. I am the biggest fan of high definition. Opie, how long have I been doing radio? Maybe 10 years.
Professionally?
Maybe
3.
And how long have I been?
10 years, yes.
How long has it been a lucrative career for me? It's been pretty good for a few years, I guess.
Yeah, we finally started making money a few years back.
Do you know when I got a big screen television?
No.
A month ago. I'm the first one in my family to have one, or the last one in my family to have one. So I'm really excited about it, and I watched the game on the Fox High Definition channel. Got to go way up there, way up to 710, whatever it is.
Well, that's the problem. You don't
705.
That's the problem with high definition TV. You don't know where they broadcast this stuff.
I know.
It's like on channel 996-3.2 or something.
I was cursing last night. I told my girlfriend, I go, could you remember what fucking channel this is on? Because I can't ever remember. I'm going through the channels. I can't get there fast enough.
You got to go through all the music channels.
Yeah.
I don't want to listen to salsa.
Going through jazz. Then I go through all the NBA channels and everything. Like, where is it? Fox High Definition. Then you get to it. Oh. First of all, you get in the widescreen, which is great. You see the whole field.
It's like the Wizard of Oz when they go to color.
When she opens the door and it's all in color. It's beautiful. And then you could do without the El Duque nostril shot in high definition. They bring those cameras in. You could see like the crust of snot on these guys' noses. I don't like that part of it. But the picture, so when are they going to just go to high definition with everything?
It's coming soon. You
get the widescreen picture, and it's so clear, and it's the only way to watch the game, man.
There you go.
Amazing. Unless you're in a bar with Ben, because then that's a treat in itself.
Ben is shot. So, and the whole city of New York is shot. They're all joking on TV about how, we stayed up late. It was a school night last night. I'm useless.
Yeah.
So Astros won, of course, and they're still playing. How cool would it be if it's Clemens in the World Series against the Yankees? I think that would be pretty cool to check out.
That would have worked both ways. It would have been cool if he was playing against the Sox, too, but that ain't going to happen. Just keep those hopes alive, people. Keep them alive.
All right. And welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hey,
Who's your pappy? Who's your pappy?
Oh.
Saw enough of those signs at Fenway last night.
Pappy?
Pappy.
Where the hell are you, the Deep South?
Who's your pappy?
Wasn't it Poppy?
I know, I say pappy, though.
Who's your pappy?
Who's your pappy?
Where, dang, I'm your pappy.
Who's your pappy?
Hey, pappy?
That's how I say that word. Who's your pappy?
Can we stop with the setting records of how long these games are? It's record-setting length of the games. People have to sleep.
Explain this to me. The game started at 5.
Yeah.
So here we are. We do morning radio. So, you get a little excited. You're like, oh, my God, I could actually watch the whole game, go to bed, get 6-7 hours sleep, and be nice and fresh for a morning radio show.
Right.
Why did I go to bed at 11:30 last night?
Yeah, because it just goes on and on and on. It just never ends.
Major League Baseball at this point should just, cut the games in half. Let's play the first 2 hours, call it a night, everyone regroups.
Yeah.
And then you play the second half of the baseball game the next day. I mean, who ended up finishing the game for the Yankees? A fan?
I know. Who was that?
Esteban Loaiza.
Yeah.
What?
Loaiza. He was from the White Sox.
I've been watching baseball all year long, never seen him before.
Yeah. He actually wasn't doing too bad a job up until
yeah, I mean, that last inning.
Old Honest Abe Beard came up and
David Ortiz
decides to smack the ball again.
The
Jesus.
Yankee killer.
Can somebody tell Ortiz his beard looks like a toilet seat cover? I am so sick of him ruining our fun.
Tired of that perfectly groomed line.
Well, he needed to get to the Capitol Grill to get a steak. He said, "This it's time to end this game. I'm hungry."
Ooh. Thank God he hits better than he base steals.
Hey, he was safe on that play, but you're right.
Stop it. Yeah, that's because thank God Jeter even got a hand on that ball.
Why? Because Posada is single-handedly trying to throw this entire championship away?
Oh.
But can I ask you, why would they send him on that? I just don't get. That was one of the funniest things I've ever seen, trying to see him steal second base.
Tim McCarver's like, oh, my God, he's stealing!
I mean, freaked everybody out.
Freaking out.
Freaked Posada out. Freaked everyone out.
And McCarver's got to just relax. He likes to think he's seeing something that we're not seeing at home on every single play.
And he loves to jinx the Yankees.
He hates
loves
the Yanks.
that jinx. Loves it. People will get up that haven't had a hit in like weeks. And they'll be like, oh, this guy hasn't had a hit in a long time. Oh, and to me, that's a jinx. That's a jinx.
I thought Wakefield was going to. Well, Wakefield wasn't blowing. What's his name? Trying to catch that ridiculous pitch that they should just ban from baseball.
Jesus, that is the funniest goddamn thing. They just cannot hang on to that ball.
The knuckleball should be banned from baseball.
Veritek never catches for him.
Oh, I understand.
Marabelli always catches for him. But how many
I understand
pass
because
balls? 3?
McCarver told me.
Yeah,
McCarver has to tell me everything.
Told me.
Well, this is only the second inning he's ever caught for Wakefield.
And you didn't get Al Leiter's comments on how hard it is, for a catcher to catch a knuckleball?
Yeah, and he even demonstrated how you hold the ball.
Right, he demonstrated how you hold it. They go in the booth with the camera, show you the grip on the ball. You like that part of it, don't you, Norman?
I really do. And my favorite thing, did you guys see on the National League game where they show...
Oh, there's a National League, too?
What?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
What league is that?
Our fans in Houston and St. Louis are not happy with us.
I know.
Wait, there's another game going on?
Did anybody see the baseball cartoon they drew? To demonstrate a pitch? I wish I could remember the name. If somebody remembers the name, it made me want to drive a nail into my stomach. It was the cutesy baseball. Hey guys, here's what a curveball is, and then
right,
it was a baseball with eyes.
Oh, they're doing that with both games.
Scooter,
it's
called Scooter.
It looks like
Lil Scooter.
Lil Scooter. Looks like a burn victim, just 2 blinking eyes and a head with nothing on it.
Your burn victim humor went down well in Washington.
Oh, man.
Oh, are they not happy with it?
Oh, Ant's mic is hot. Getting a note from the booth. Let me turn you down a little bit.
My mic is hot.
But the worst is when they show the body and and they're showing you what part of the body
injury report.
What part of the body is hurting on the fans?
Yeah,
and
a whole little bit of heartbreak for the Sox fans.
It was an achy heart sponsored by who cares?
WebMD.
Oh,
awful.
I pay attention to everything.
But how funny was it when this game was supposed to end at about 8? They start the National League game, and they're giving you updates during the Yankee Red Sox game.
Oh, they almost finished their game.
It was up to, I think, the 7th inning by the time the Red Sox and Yankees finished.
Yeah, thanks.
Obviously, the Red Sox won.
They pull it out of their ass again, and now we're back in New York.
David Ortiz, the Yankee
6.
killer. The Astros also won last night, beating St. Louis 3-zip, up 3-2 in the series over there in the Who Cares League.
Oh,
because the Mets aren't in
We're a little preoccupied here with the Yankee-Sox rivalry.
Just a bit.
I cannot stand Sox fans. I can't stand them. When they pan that crowd at Fenway, I get livid. I yell things out at the television. I yell, "Shut up." I call the women stupid fucking whores. When I see they're panning the crowd, I'm just like, "Shut up, you whore." Hate them.
What about that fat pig on the first baseline that they
showed
kept
her
showing?
over and over again?
They kept showing that, and they kept showing the fag guy with the glasses. Did you see him? He looked like Frenchie almost.
Oh,
he had
Stephen
the
King?
little round glass. No, not Stephen King. Stephen King's there writing a book. Is that what he's doing?
I don't know.
Oh, he was being interviewed, and then McCarver had to throw in. I hope you. Who the guy who interviewed him? Hope you don't get a spell cast on you.
Oh, I know. Did you hear that? And as they're interviewing, if you were writing a book about this series, what kind of horror would you put into it, Stephen? How about I take a meat cleaver out and put it into your skull
I'm
right
trying
now?
to watch the game. Shut up. Go away.
How about McCarver goes to drink his coffee, and it's got some tainted blood in it? That'd be the name of the book. Ugh. Then McCarver stinks, and he hates the Yankees.
Yeah, the dye's getting to him, too, man.
Well, the what?
He dyes his hair. Like no one's business. He used to walk around here all the time when we were doing our old game.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Never saw him.
Trying to look like he's 40 years old.
And he tries to be funny sometimes. And it's like there's nothing worse than a sportscaster trying to be funny.
Because they're not.
Just shut up and give the facts. You're not interesting people.
But there are jocks, and jocks are never funny.
Never funny.
In school, there were the funny people and the jocks. And the jocks were never funny. And the funny people, very rarely were they jocks.
Absolutely.
So, go with what you do best.
I was a jock growing up.
You were not a jock.
You're not a jock. You're svelte.
You might have been a wannabe jock, but I saw pictures of you.
No.
You were no jock. You probably would have maybe done well in basketball.
See, the joke was I'm a jock, and that's why I'm not funny on the show. And
he got it. I got it, but we didn't care for it because you are funny on the show, and I don't like to see you tear yourself down like that, especially with a body like you have on you. That goddamn V going right down there off the stomach.
It's a swimmer's body.
Weren't you a wannabe jock, though?
Huh?
You were a wannabe jock, though.
My sport was basketball. I just didn't get the height.
Boston Strangler. On whackbag.com. Ha, Yankees suck. Deal with it, Ant. Yankees are going to lose. Opie's sports curse is going to ruin your Yankees. Excuse me. Opie was rooting for the Sox, you dickbag shit fuck.
Yep.
He was rooting for the Sox. Yeah, and keep it with the Yankees suck thing. Keep going. Keep going. This is textbook Yankee Sox. Textbook. You know why? Because it's not a sweep. The hope is still there. The hope in your stupid heads under your stupid Boston caps is building and building and building. Keep your signs coming. Keep the Who's Your Daddy signs at the game. Keep that hope alive. Keep We Can Do It. Steal more Mets slogans with the We Believe thing. Steal more anything from New York, you jealous bastards, because it's going to end the way it ends, with the Yankees winning and the Sox once again dejected, losers, hoping next year is a little better.
I hear a little panic in your voice, Anthony. A little panic.
No,
a little panic.
I'm very happy
You're
they're coming
panicking
back
a little
to New
bit.
York.
And you know what?
Very happy they're coming
Schilling
back
is
to New York.
pitching today, and they got a special shoe for him.
His Nike was it?
No, Reebok.
Reebok.
What a product placement that was,
they said
too.
40
They
times.
did a whole commercial for this Reebok.
Yeah.
They're
Reebok.
going to come out with the Schilling.
Yeah, Reebok designed a special shoe so Kurt Schilling can pitch tonight. And Tim McCarver, I hate Tim McCarver. We said this a little earlier. He's trying to see things that are just not there.
Yeah.
They dragged Kurt Schilling out of the dugout and put him in the bullpen. That was just to get the crowd just out of their mind.
It was crowd manipulation. Stop it there. They're walking in slow motion like the beginning of Reservoir Dogs out to the friggin' bullpen.
Right. And
stop it, drama.
And McCarver's like, whoa, hey, what's going on here?
Schilling going to the pen.
Come in?
Whoa, what? Shut up, you jackass.
Tell it like it is. They were just manipulating the crowd. That's all that was about.
Stop it.
And that dummy fell for it.
Can't wait to watch that tendon pop out of that nice Reebok shoe.
Oh, I know.
Just watch that tendon fly out of the tendon sheath it's supposed to be in, pop off at the top of that high top. Watch him go down. Just snap.
I think it's
like
over.
a piece of gristle from meat.
It's over tonight. It's over tonight.
Yeah.
I think.
Back at the stadium. Let's do this. Get it done.
I don't know who's going to pitch. I mean, everyone pitched last night. I think they went through 18 pitchers.
And if one more dumb Boston fan says, well, momentum has switched.
Shut up with your momentum.
How about in 2001 when Arizona won 2 and the Yankees won the 3 most dramatic games I've ever seen played in baseball, and then promptly go back to the West Coast and get their stupid Yankee faces smashed 15-1.
Right.
And then lose Game 7. So stop with the momentum. It means nothing.
Uh-oh. 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 Oh, boy.
All right. Yeah.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show. Thanks for checking us out. We're on XM Satellite Radio, the greatest satellite radio company in the world. No one comes second. Or
no
close.
One comes close.
No one even comes second. You got to be close to be second.
One big tie for first.
Oh, could you stop with all the replays, please, on the news?
How you doing? How you doing?
I love those little coffee clutch umpire meetings they had last night, all getting together like a few men just to discuss a call and turn it the right way.
I don't like the fact that A-Rod can't smack a ball out of him if he's so inclined.
Yeah, I know. Why not? He's running down the baseline.
Yeah.
You got a dope in front of you blocking the bag. You got a pitcher coming at you with the ball. Why can't you, flail your arms a little bit?
Just say it. A wigger. That's what Arroyo is. A wigger. He's a white guy with little cornrows. Yo, what up, cuz? All right. Get the ball out of your hand, wigger. And it fell and it rolled into right field.
Right.
It was a good call, though, there.
And the ump called him safe even before he hit the bag.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Why not? In the old days, that used to stand. The ump made a decision, that was it.
That's right.
That fat bastard wouldn't change it for nobody. Now they have a little conference, they chat with each other, and they make a decision, and they make the right decision.
And Joe Torre comes running out.
Yeah.
Showing almost some emotion.
Yeah.
But you know what? We go to Game 7, boys.
Yes, we do.
Good.
We go to Game 7. Good. You know why? Because it's a Yankee Sox series. And it just always happens this way. Everyone, all the Yankee fans, including me, expected the sweep after they took 3. And then it was like, all right, yeah, let them take one. It's kind of cute. And now, all of a sudden, bam, here we are. Game 7. Game 7!
Yankees not looking good. The Yankees look like that truck on the highway that you're behind,
yeah.
And it's smoking really bad, and you look close, and the tire's really wobbly, and there you see the exit sign, and you're not sure if the truck's going to make it to the exit.
Yeah.
That's what the Yankees are looking like right now. The wheels are starting to fall off your team, pal.
Well, who knew old Kotek's ankle was going to come in and actually be able to pitch?
I knew. I told you, Kurt Schilling all the way. And he didn't need his high tops after all now, did he?
Old chop meat heel comes in the game and he does a bang-up job.
Wait till those drugs wear off this morning. He's going to realize he just wrecked his career.
You watched a career-ending round of pitching.
His ankle looked like it had in his bomb's mouth.
Oh, my God. Yeah, 4-2. Sox victory over the Yankees last night.
Front page of the Boston Herald, seventh heaven.
Shut up.
And what is the Post saying?
The Post has a big picture of the Bambino there with, "Put me in.
Put me in, coach. I'm
You
ready."
can't. He's dead.
He's dead, and the maggots are eating away the remaining tissue of his body.
It's done.
It's only going to hurt more tonight.
Well, that's the Yankee fans.
Yeah.
You know, that's what
you guys
That's
said
what we're
yesterday.
holding on
Yeah.
to. Is the fact that if the Yankees now win in the seventh game, the disappointment will be so devastating that it will have been worth losing the past 3 games.
Yeah.
But you know, you can't take anything away from the Sox. They come back after dropping 3 games, and they take 3. It's amazing. It's amazing. I don't know what happened to the Yankee bats. They can't capitalize when they get people on base, and that's a problem.
What was up with all the cops?
Oh, there seems to be a problem. The Yankee fans didn't like a couple of the calls, and they fired down some debris onto the field.
I know what the reason was, but yesterday morning you're talking about the Red Sox fans.
Yeah.
The Yankee fans are out of control, too.
I just say that Red Sox fans look like a bunch of tools.
Why does the NYPD have to bring everyone up to Yankee Stadium for these games when there's crime happening all over the city of New York?
Well, they put some riot police out on the field.
There used to be a time where a couple guys want a little overtime. You bring them up to Yankee Stadium, and they come walking out with their guns and stuff near the end of the game and kind of stand out on the field. Now there's like hundreds of NYPD guys up there for the games.
Well, they put them just outside the foul line for when the Sox were up, and then when the Yankees got up to bat, they took them off the field.
Stop ruining our fun. I like the old days when, let's say the Yankees clinched last night. Let the fans get on the field, man.
Let them get on the field and tear it up?
I used to love that crap, man.
It's amazing what they used to let the fans do.
I used to love that.
Go ahead. You'd run out on the field and rip up the grass and the mound and take the bases.
They used to let you take your seat home back in the day.
Back in the old days.
People would show up at the game with little mayonnaise jars because they want a piece of the field.
Yeah.
They would come out and they would rip up the dirt and stuff from the mound, put it in their little mayonnaise jar so they could show their friends for the next 20 years.
Now you'd be shot and wrestled to the ground and taken off the field.
Wade Boggs pretty much punches an NYPD cop to take over his horse and ride around the outfield.
He's riding around the field on a horse.
Those were the good old days, man.
Yeah.
That father and son ruined it for everyone. Where was that, in Cleveland or wherever?
Oh, jumping out and beating the crap out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, beating the hell out of the first base coach.
Yeah, well, no, they started taking control of that a while ago. I don't know when, but
barbarian Yankee fans last night throwing stuff.
They were a little upset with a couple of the calls.
Oh, come on. The A-Rod call was totally legit.
A-Rod, I believe, was just running to first base.
He was running,
flailing his arms a little bit.
The umpires were stoned or something to see that first home run by Bellhorn, that was totally a home run, and they're trying to say...
I think it hit the wall.
Yeah, it did.
2 feet
I
over
saw the
wall.
replay.
Yeah.
I still think it hit that wall.
And if the wind takes it, doesn't count anyway.
Yeah. It was so bad. They were just firing debris down on the field, and they had to bring the riot police out. And how do they put the cops on the field like that? The cops are in play at that point. I don't understand. It was that big. Did you see the big pumpkin-headed cop guy that came out?
Yeah,
the guy in charge. He's pointing everywhere, and his little cop hat could barely fit on top of that huge pumpkin-like head. And he was making the decision. I want riot cops out on this field. Get them out, both baselines.
Well, because the umpires are just faggots. Hey, there's 50,000 people throwing batteries at us. Did you get somebody out there to protect
you pussy. Used to be big, thick Coke bottles flying down on the field. They had to take it. They're wearing the equipment.
Ever since that guy grabbed his chest and spoiled opening day in Cincinnati a few years ago, the umpires are all of a sudden sensitive.
Yeah.
Now they're a little sensitive.
Yeah, and I noticed they had learned their lesson. They're all nice and fit.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I know.
They really are.
They're fatter than ever. Getting back to destroying the field, I just remember something. When I was living in Buffalo, and the Bills had their nice run of losing 4 Super Bowls in a row.
Yep.
But, they would win the AFC Championship, right? I was at one of these games when they won the AFC Championship, and the fans come on the field like they used to do, okay? They ripped the goalposts out of the ground.
Oh, yeah. Animals.
Have you ever seen this video? They ripped it out, and like little ants carrying like a grasshopper. That's the only way I can explain it. They lifted the goalpost all the way up to the top of the stadium and hoisted it over the top of the stadium like ants.
And threw it over.
And now it's on the other side, and people are trying to rip it apart. They were able to rip it into like 3 sections, the huge goalpost.
Animals.
And then they're walking down the road back, to their cars and stuff with the goalpost as you're leaving the stadium. And basically it was like the last guy that was holding on was going to get to take this thing home.
I'm sure there's pieces of it up in someone's apartment in
not even
Buffalo.
That. To this day, there's pieces of that goalpost in all the, the gin mills around the stadium.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, those were the good old days. When it started with a few guys just jumping on it and shaking it and stuff, and then they bring more guys up top until the weight collapsed the thing.
Not anymore, man. You cannot even... They kick people out now. You've seen them go for the ball. They go for a foul ball, and they accidentally fall over onto the field. They remove them from the stadium.
Yeah, even if it's accidental.
Accidentally, you're on the field, get out.
Yeah.
Might even be arrested.
I'm still surprised nobody's fallen out of the Green Monster in Fenway.
Oh, that'll happen someday.
Some drunk falls out.
Sully, or...
Oh, Sully!
Yeah.
All right, let's
O'Reilly or some patty will fall off of that thing.
Let's quickly go to the phones and say hi to Mike in Jersey. Hey, Mike.
Hey, Owen. Hey, how's it going?
Real good, man.
Hey, long time. So good to hear you guys again.
It's good to be
Isn't
back.
it, though?
What needs to be tonight, must-see television. Fox needs to put a camera in Steinbrenner's box.
Ooh.
The meltdown cam.
Oh,
You get to the 7th, 8th inning.
Oh, that's right. Tonight's the game where we get to see him cry after the game.
He will be taking his
only if they win.
And doing skeet shooting, launching him out of the box and just...
No, you know something? No, unfortunately, no. It's not the George Steinbrenner of the old days. Years ago, he was the tough guy. He was the tough guy. Remember? Remember the old George Steinbrenner? What a prick that guy was. And he was tough, and people were afraid of him. Now, you see him on that commercial they keep playing over and over again, where Joe Torre makes him sign the check, and he's got his arm in a cast, and he starts signing it, and then he goes, oh, like he's crying, and he just looks like a doddering old buffoon now. He used to look like, kind of like, the tough business guy where you wouldn't screw with him. Not physically tough or anything, but in a boardroom or behind the scenes, if you screwed him over, or if you were drunken Billy Martin, he was going to lay into you. Now, he's just like, the Yankees are the best team in baseball, and they're choking. It looks like he's going to cry. He's got this constant little spittle drool on his lip now.
And he's got the red eyes working.
All red eyes. He's all like shake. He's old man shake he's got going, where he's trying to sign that thing, and he's just shaking. I remember in the 70s I was a tough guy. Now I ride around the stadium in a little rascal scooter. He used to be the badass. Now who could be afraid of him? Little old man. Ugh. His liver-spotted head and hands.
That time is a bitch.
It certainly is.
That time is a bitch.
That's another reason you want to see the Yankees win, though, is for the locker room when he comes out and he starts talking about the team. This is one of the best teams in baseball, and I gotta say, Joe Torre is one of the greatest, man. Joe Torre.
Honestly, I'm rooting for the Sox all the way.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind if the Yankees win, because that is always a lot of fun to check out in the locker room.
He used to be in the locker room, and he'd be like, this is the Yankee team that always pulls it out. It's amazing. It's just what New York's all about, and it's what this team is all about. We're so happy to have them. And everybody, come here. And
I fully expected this, and blah, 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 my team, blah, 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 blah.
Now he just comes shaking in. I gotta say, I'm so proud of these kids. When you have people with such heart, like Derek G, and when we bring aboard someone like Herald, who just plays with such heart. It's the best team in.
It's so true.
Now we'd like to award the trophy.
What the hell happened to him?
What happened? He's like whining, crying old fool.
Blubbering ass.
Blubbering buffoon. I liked it better when he was sticking his boot up Martin's ass. Oh, please.
He'd punch out Billy Martin, no problem.
You know, Mariano Rivera, I just wanted to give condolences.
Hey, Jimmy, what's up?
Oh, and hey, what's going on, boys?
You tell us. Come on.
Hello.
Hey, how about them Sox for one?
How about him?
And I just want to pretty much say, no matter what happens tonight, the Yankees will always suck.
Well,
that's not very fair, sir.
That really isn't.
Well, you know, he's speaking the truth.
It's like I'm rooting for the Yankees, but I'm kind of like a Sox fan too. So,
well,
you know,
I'm not a Sox fan, but you cannot be a Yankee fan and just go, yeah, well, the Sox blow. See, you Sox fans are always Yankees suck. They could win all the championships in the world. They could kick the Sox ass year after year after year, but it's Yankees suck. I, as a Yankee fan, can look at what the Sox did over the past few games and go, wow, that's pretty impressive. They pulled it together, and you got to respect a team that does that. But you Sox fans are such fucking pricks and asswipes and
calm
so jealous.
Down. Let's calm
no, I'm
down.
not going to calm down because it's guys like this that ruin it. We were having a nice discussion.
Down.
I'm talking about how the Sox come back. They deserve the respect. And then you get an idiot like this who's just like, Yankees suck. The battle chant of the idiot. The battle chant of the buffoon of Boston.
Can I give the perfect scenario?
Yes, please.
The Sox beat the Yankees tonight, and then their plane crashes.
Oh, man. That is harsh.
Right into the drink.
Opie.
A little
it's
choking.
Not, first of all, it isn't a choke.
Going on.
It isn't a choke. It isn't a choke.
So far, it's a choke.
I don't call it a choke.
So far, it's a choke.
Dave, first of all, their pitching staff, everyone knows, it's thin to start with, and then you got this the devastation of the past few days. You know, they're spent. And then for some reason they can't capitalize when they got people on base. It's not a choke, it's just the way it is.
All right. Kevin, what's up?
Yo,
Yes?
Anthony,
Yes, my friend.
you're killing me.
Why?
Brother.
Why, my friend?
The Sox are going to fucking kill them.
All right, well, you sound like
I
you're
can't
still
stand
drinking
you
from last night.
fucking fans.
Yeah. Well, it's just the
Are
way
you
it
there?
is.
Well, we're here. I don't know if
Yeah.
you're there, though.
You're talking into the beer bottle instead of
Jesus,
the phone.
I got to hang up on him. Johnny in Cleveland, hey, what's up? Let's go. Wake up, people. We got a radio show to do.
Yes.
You're part of this. Come on.
It's time
Oh,
to
the
get
fucking
wake
Red Sox
up.
are a bunch of fucking mouth breathers. I can't stand them calling them with their horrible accents.
You're an Indians fan?
Oh, yeah, I mean,
Oof.
you know, our team sucks, too. I mean, I ain't going to lie about that, but, God, I want to see that expression on their face of 50,000 horrible Red Sox fans all looking like their dog just got shot in the face.
Well, that would be good if they were playing in Fenway tonight. All right. Listen,
Well, they're going to show them.
we're going to let the listeners have another cup of coffee and wake up.
One good thing, win or lose for the Sox, win or lose, you know Boston's just getting trashed because these animals will be drunk and unruly and roaming the streets of Boston, throwing bottles through windows and turning over automobiles.
I love how you think the Yankee fans behave. They don't behave.
No,
They don't
no,
riot.
They don't. But, yeah, they don't riot because...
They don't riot because they have nowhere to go after the game's over except to get back into the crowd to get back to their cars.
They can't riot in the Bronx.
No,
because
are you insane?
They're outclassed.
They're in
the
Beirut.
fans are completely outclassed. They know how to riot.
You
in
don't
the
think the
Bronx.
Bronx wants the Yankee fans to riot to make improvements in the neighborhood?
See a bunch of
That old gag.
bunch of Yankee fans trying to tip cars over, and a bunch of the residents of the area showing them how it's done.
Right.
Well, it's hard to tip cars off because they're all on cinder blocks. They can't just flip them.
I was going to say they tip the cars back over.
As you're tipping it over, hey, I'm working in here, motherfucker.
There's 3 people living in there. So Spanish woman giving birth. It's in the passenger seat.
So how you doing, Anthony?
What? I'm fine. You know, I don't think we ought to. I don't think we ought to dwell on sports. I think it alienates a lot of the listeners. So let's just move on. Just move on to something else.
Good point.
It's over, Johnny.
Where do we begin?
It's over, Johnny.
I guess we could begin by reading the front pages of all the New York papers. Daily News, the joke's on us.
Yikes.
Worst postseason collapse in baseball history.
Yeah.
The worst postseason collapse in
snickering over
history.
there. Ben, who days ago was saying,
"You arrogant Yankee fan, shut up." You
Ben, who was saying, "Oh, it's over. I know it. Sox suck.
You suck.
It's over. I know it's over.
Okay.
At least I got the Pats."
That's
now,
okay.
of course, they win, and now Ben's back to being a fan.
Well, you know what? I grew up a Red Sox fan. That's how we were trained to think.
What, bandwagon?
No.
Yeah, Ben did give up on the Sox.
Okay,
Ben
we're
gave
down
up on the
3-0.
Sox like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
I have him on tape saying it's over.
Yeah.
In '96, when the Yankees were losing to Atlanta 2-0 I didn't go, the Yankees. I'm not going to root, forget them. Let's watch the Jets or the Cowboys.
Oh, all right, you arrogant Yankee fan.
Arrogant Yankee fan.
Arrogant.
Arrogant, they lost.
Got a history,
Yeah.
and they lost. They were outplayed. I will not sit here and say the Red Sox won by some fluke or anything. They were able to pull it together and play the last 4 games much better than the Yankees, that's for sure. Yankees had no pitching. That Brown, oh my God, did you just want to...
Why did they get him? He's 39. What are you getting a 39-year-old guy to be your starting pitcher, your ace? He's
that's
never won a
good.
big game in his life. He's stunk in '98 in the World Series.
I told you guys.
Right at the beginning of that game last night.
I hope that.
I told you it was going to come down to pitching, and the Yankees pitching staff is awful.
It was
absolutely awful.
You know what, though? When they won the first 3 games, you're like, they can turn it around. It's amazing. They have this crappy pitching staff, but they're able to pull it up and pull it off. And then they dump 4 in a row. And, one thing I got to say to Ben and the other Sox fans with the reverse the curse and all this stuff, you haven't won this series yet. So, keep it in perspective.
Oh, that was the World Series. Come on.
Yeah, okay.
That's the way Boston fans look at it.
Rationalize
And
it.
that's how beaten up they are. It's almost
Right.
like, it's almost like a married couple where the husband and wife aren't getting along, and she goes, "Well, at least he's not punching me in the throat anymore." Like they've settled for the fact that if they just get through the Yankees, nothing else matters.
Right.
You can play
the
the clip
curse
back.
has to do with
World
1918,
Series.
my friend,
World
and the World
Series.
Series.
Not LCS.
So we'll see.
You can play the clip back, but I would, who would have thought?
Hold on, I do want to play the clip because this is from about 5 days ago.
Yeah.
Anthony and Ben going at it, talking about the series here. Listen to this from 5 days ago. I'm already looking at Game 7. It looks like it's going to be Game 7 here in New York,
boy.
Anthony.
You're going to look at Game 7, not between the Yankees and the Red Sox.
I was the only one that said it was going to go to Game 7. This was when the Sox were down 3-1. By the way,
It's over, Johnny. It's over, Johnny.
I want to say something today. I think officially my sports curse is over, by the way.
No, it isn't. You
I
were
never gave
so
up.
wishy-washy with both teams. Shut up.
I
You
never
were
gave
so
up. I never gave up on the Red Sox.
wishy-washy.
I never gave up
One
on
day,
the Red
I didn't
Sox.
know who you were rooting for
I
one
never
day to the
gave up
next.
on the Red Sox.
Was it the Sox? One day is the Yankees. One day you gave...
Find the audio.
You were John Kerry on this
Find
series.
the audio.
You gave no commitment.
I did not
You
flip-flop.
gave no commitment
Find
to
audio
either
that
team on this whole series.
Find the audio that I was rooting for the Yanks.
I
Find
did
the
not
audio.
hear one
Find
or
the
the
audio.
other. There is no sports curse
Look,
lifted.
man.
You came in here one day wearing a hat with an N, a Y, and a B on it. Right. Nobody knows where you stood.
Yeah, right. Find the audio of me trashing the Red Sox.
I didn't get an audio you trashing the Red Sox. There was no commitment on your part whatsoever to either team.
Ope has 2 lives, his on-air life and his off-air life. What I said off-air, there's no proof of it.
I heard no commitment for either team.
I was rooting for the Sox the whole time.
No, you aren't.
Let's go back to the audio from 5 days ago.
3 more, guys. 3 more in a row. Oh, and they
Stop
did it.
Let's be realistic here. It's 3-1.
3 more in a row, guys. That's all you need.
It ain't gonna happen.
Did you forget the the spankings you got prior? Did you forget?
I didn't forget. I'm the only one that has any idea that we are not going to win this.
That's Ben right there. We are not going to win this.
Yeah, that was a realistic.
We are not going to win this.
I didn't think we could.
Way to go, Ben.
How can you call the Yankee fans arrogant if your point of view is realistic?
You Yankee fans are arrogant. I loved watching you all in the streets last night. All way
to support your
team.
We
don't know what it feels like. The Yankee fans don't know what we've never taken in the face like that before.
That was really taken in the face.
Oh, it sure was.
Even if you believe that your team's not going to get the job done, you don't say it. You got to support your team right to the end.
That's right.
Even Earl called me and congratulated me.
For what? You didn't win.
We won.
You didn't.
We won.
They did. Why didn't he call Ortiz and congratulate him with his stupid Black Rock Coalition?
It's impossible.
Thank you. I'm glad there's a realistic Sox fan here because the other one, it's never happened, first of all, in baseball history. Never happened.
Where someone has come back.
Someone's come back.
3-zip deficit.
Never happened before.
We understand that.
And the Sox, this hope that they got, that they're going to be the team that does it, the team that chokes every year. Stop it.
There it is.
Oh,
from a few days ago.
I'll be honest, this loss doesn't hurt.
There it is.
Now I know why politicians never say anything. They never answer questions. They never really give a commitment one way or the other. It's so they can't pull tapes like that one. Oh, my God.
For me, to be honest with you, I don't really care about Boston.
The worst collapse in baseball history.
All I cared about was getting through the Twins. I mean, for me, that was the key to this year. The Yankees-Minnesota rivalry.
Right. Oh, Joe Torre is so fired.
No, he's not.
He is so fired.
You don't think so?
No.
Why
would he
be? Fired. They have a picture of him in the paper yawning before the game.
Absolutely not. He's
maybe
not
the guy should have got
fired.
Maybe the guy should have got a few winks before Game 7.
Why is it his fault that Cashman and Steinbrenner go out and get a 39-year-old bag of shit like Kevin Brown or like
But
Javier
he was
Vasquez?
a nice guy. He seemed like such a nice guy. We could sit and chat about anything.
Steinbrenner's the one who did not let them trade Pettit all those years. I mean, Joe Torre's one that stopped them from trading Pettit all those years. They would have dumped Pettit years ago. They would have dumped Bernie years ago.
Well, Pettit was going to be useless no matter what this year.
But you don't know that. I don't go by that. You don't know that at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, you're right. If it was different circumstances, maybe he wouldn't be injured.
Yeah.
Daily News on page 3. They got a big, huge picture of Babe Ruth with a tear in his eye, Anthony.
Ugh.
And it says, beat the Yankees. Oh, wait, maybe that's only half of the headline, unfortunately. But you get the idea.
The curse is the World Series, my friend.
It is the World Series. It's not the ALCS.
And do they look very good this year? Of course they do. They spanked the Yankees 4 in a row like that to eliminate them in disgrace. I'll give you all that. All that. But you haven't won the World Series yet.
And also, you New York fans are going to get spanked on Sunday by the Pats, so it's going to be a great weekend for us New England fans.
Let's calm down now.
Yeah, come on.
Todd, what's going on?
Hey, Anthony, I just got to let you know, you're the man. I am not a New York fan, but yesterday you said, and I wrote it down so I could call in and give you a hard time.
Oh, boy.
You said, if they win, if the Boston wins, they deserve the respect. I can look back and say that they pulled it together, and I am impressed with that. And that's exactly what you said this morning, so I want to let you know I'm impressed. You're the man.
I'm very impressed by the Sox.
You got another part right yesterday, too. You said Joe Torre will be able to get on and start whining and crying and go, oh, I'm so proud of these kids.
Actually, that's Steinbrenner.
Steinbrenner, yeah. But Joe Torre tends to break up in the interviews also.
Yeah, a couple more phone calls.
And I,
here.
for one, I'm not going to take the high road. I hope the Red Sox find anthrax in their bottled water.
Fred from Boston, what's going on?
Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning.
Yes.
Hey, Rocco says hi.
Good old Rocco.
Shut up.
So what do you got today, buddy?
I just wanted to say, Pat, the Pats are going to take you guys this weekend, and the Red Sox are number one.
Let's calm down with the Pats, okay? I was rooting for your Sox, but that's where it ends.
Hey,
Go Jets.
2 in a row, we're going to go for 3. You guys have your dynasty up in New York.
Wait. Before would you? They're talking dynasty.
No.
Shut up. He's talking about the Patriots.
Oh, okay. I thought, but I wouldn't put it past Sox fans to all of a sudden start talking dynasty.
Yeah. Those idiots falling off.
Haven't won the
monster.
series yet.
Yeah,
dynasty.
The Sox fans better enjoy this year because half the team isn't even going to be there next year.
That's right. Steinbrenner probably. I think George going to get Ortiz. Maybe go out and get a couple of those guys. Maybe Johnny Damon.
Yeah. Sign him up.
Yeah, sign him up. We'll look at the Sox, decide who we want, and take them.
Pedro's going to be a Yankee next year. You watch.
I don't want him. Pedro did nothing. Shelley pitched a great game on what was not yesterday, the day before, Game 6.
Right.
It was great.
Right.
But Pedro is a choke artist. He's done nothing. He hasn't beaten the Yankees once.
Why'd they put him in last night? I don't even get that one.
I think it was more just to try to shake that monkey off his back, I think, and he's, I don't know, I think it had something to do with that. But Pedro's.
And then Johnny Damon decided to wake the F up.
Oh, he decided he was going to play.
He decided, you know what, I'm ready to start hitting the ball.
He's like,
why
what?
Not?
We're playing. Oh,
why not?
Oh, this is important? Oh,
okay.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry.
They keep showing these droves of Sox fans outside of the various bars.
I guarantee
in
you
Boston.
that's a live shot, too,
It
knowing
is a live
Boston.
shot.
Let's go to Rob in Long Island. What's up, Rob?
What's up, faggy?
Hey.
How you doing,
How's
Rob?
my good buddy Norton doing this?
Hi, I've been better.
Yeah, Norton was so depressed he had to go get a hooker. We'll talk about that in a second. But go ahead, Rob.
So, Anthony, you wash your foot off before you put it in your mouth this morning?
Yeah. Hey, you know, what would you have me say?
Oh, nothing. I just wanted to come on and just laugh at you, but you know what? I'm past it. You know, you made up for it. You said your piece, so let's just.
Yeah. Thank you.
Let's get.
Don't you do it! Don't you! I got nowhere else to go! I got nowhere else to go!
This is Joe Torre in Steinbrenner's office.
I got nothing else.
Yeah, not very good.
Hey, Kevin in Poughkeepsie, what's going on?
Good morning.
Morning to ya.
Now we know what it looks like to bring a knife to a gunfight. Last night's game.
Really? Did someone show up to a battle of the wits unarmed, you 1941 expression user?
Bobby Big Rigger checking in. What's up, Bobby?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Long time. Hey, in Ben's defense there, I guess the Red Sox fans, they kind of feel like that abused child that's been beaten every day, and they come to find out that Daddy's not coming home today.
Yeah, we understand. We're happy that Ben is happy.
Yeah, Ben didn't have much confidence in his own team.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Oh, come on. And
we got it on tape.
I know, didn't have confidence.
Didn't have confidence, and I think we could pull a lot of tape of you going, yeah, I know
Absolutely.
it's over.
Oh, okay. All right, fine. Do it. But after that third game, do you think they look like crap? Let's be honest. They look like crap.
And so the Yankees pitcher,
They
even,
look like
even though the Yankees killed them, they still 19. They gave up 8 runs.
I know.
I guarantee, and ask any realistic Sox fan that would have thought they'd beat them 4 games in a row.
That's true.
And win 2 games in Yankee Stadium. No, be realistic. Everyone wants to talk. No one would have thought that. Come on.
Hey, look, the Yankees got another record.
Man, that's gonna
be a hard one to.
They're gonna be bringing that one up for years to come.
Oh, the Boston papers are loving that one.
The only team to ever blow a 3-zip lead.
That's the worst part.
2004 New York Yankees.
It's not even the loss, which annoys me. It's not even the loss. It's the fact they blew a 3-0 lead. It's
3-0 lead. I think they may have gotten a little lackadaisical.
Yeah, I think so too.
Thinking they have it in the bag. Who cares?
Well, you gotta hate David Ortiz.
No, I don't.
You gotta hate him, man.
But before the series, I was telling you.
I love seeing that fat ass in a Yankee uniform.
He's good, man.
Isn't it going to be great?
He's a great player.
All right, let's say hi to Mike in Long Island.
How we doing, guys?
Good. Hold on. Falling down. Always
Castro.
funny.
Watch Fidel Castro fall off a step.
Sorry,
on his face.
We watch
the
TV as we do the show. And,
I'm thinking no one laughed at him either.
And they got a shot of. She's laughing too. Laurie Stokes, Channel 7 News. Here's Fidel Castro falling on his face.
That was great.
What was the deal with Did he trip?
He was walking, he fell off a step. He didn't see a step. You ever do that when you're walking and there's a step there and you go, almost pull your spine out of your ass?
Yeah. Mike from Long Island, what's up?
Opie, you were talking about your sports curse is over now. I seem to remember in the old days that your curse only came when you were definitive about a win, not the way you were this time, where you were rooting for them, but you never said definitively that they were going to win any game.
Yeah, Opie was the John Kerry of this series.
Oh, come on.
He just no commitment.
I
committed.
One side or the other. You said the Yankees.
Look.
I remember you saying,
look, here's the deal.
The Yankees will pull this off a couple of days ago. I do remember you saying it. Saying, no, the Sox will win a couple of games. But the Yankees will take it.
There's no tape of that, Anthony.
I absolutely believe that.
Let me explain to everybody.
Yes.
I was rooting for the Sox, yes. But I'm not with passion. I'm a Mets fan, that's why. Mets fans don't like the Yankees.
Mets fans aren't big fans of the Sox either, my friend, and vice versa.
Oh, I understand.
That's for sure.
But they actually got the better of the Sox. They haven't been humiliated by them since their inception. Or as you would say, since their conception.
Since their conception.
Thank you. So far, I've pronounced everything perfectly.
Well, Opie, let's look at some of the Boston fans, shall we?
Okay.
While the majority of the World Series starved fans expressed their joy peacefully, vehicles were vandalized near Fenway, including several Boston Public Works trucks, smashed windows, and roofs and hoods of vehicles crushed in. Fans lit Yankee T-shirts on fire and ignited fireworks, while others danced on top of cars, leaving them dented and damaged. And with Boston, you know, it was just bad white guy dancing on the hoods of the cars. Boston police took several people into custody as bottles rained down onto Lansdowne Street from the top of the Green Monster inside the park. And outside, a woman apparently pelted with bottles was left bloodied on the sidewalk. There you go. A fire was set in front of Pizzerina Uno in Kenmore Square, and young fans danced around the flames. Another bonfire of shirts, papers, and anything that would burn was ignited in front of the Cask and Flagon, where jubilant fans made their way to the roof.
When did they move Fenway to Southie?
I know. What the hell's going on?
It sounds like Southie.
Police sporadically fired pepper balls at some destructive fans, but were effective in preventing a major free-for-all by limiting the ability of crowds to move. Flower planters were dumped in front of the Hotel Commonwealth. Those are the outskirts people that really didn't want to commit to violence.
Yeah.
Dumping over flower planters. Ooh. And rolls of toilet paper were turned into streamers. And at the University of Massachusetts at Lowell, campus and city police donned riot gear to corral hundreds of students who flooded the campus in celebration, but quickly grew out of control. Officers were ordered to retreat and regroup before trying to quell the disturbance, in which bottles were reportedly tossed at cops from rooftops and windows. So it sounds like, all in all, a fun night up there in Boston.
Yeah, but that happens in every city. Every city has some kind of craziness after a
New York.
big win.
No,
Not New York.
New York doesn't do that. We riot during blackouts, police beatings, things
we're
like
just
that.
So innocent here.
Not sports fans, though.
They're still out, though. I just got a text message from one of my friends. They're all out at Fenway. There's people still out. Yeah. That was a live shot right there that they showed.
A few more games to play against undetermined team yet.
Go Astros!
I'm not sure who I'm a huge fan of yet. I'm sure I will be a huge fan of either St. Louis or Houston.
You will be making your decision after you surf the internet a little while.
A couple of games, I'm going to know every player of one of those teams.
I already see you got stat sheets in front of you and everything.
I'm studying up.
You're studying it up. He's calling Vegas.
I'm going to be a huge fan of one team or the other.
I look forward to see who Anthony wants to beat the Sox in the World Series.
How about Clemens winning?
Actually, yeah.
Clemens,
I would love to see the Astros.
I would love to see Clemens win.
Clemens walking into Fenway.
How cool would that be?
Yeah.
How cool would that be?
He's so loved in Boston.
I know. That's why I kind of want to see that. That'll be fun.
All right, a couple more calls here, and we'll move on to other things. Steve, what's going on? From Nebraska, right on. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, hey, not much. No disrespect to any of you guys. The show is awesome. You guys are all awesome. But I will say, even though Anthony had to eat crow on this whole thing with the Yankees and the Red Sox, he's the only one, and you guys at the station, that stuck to his guns the whole time through this series.
Thank you, my friend. Right down with the ship. I went right down with that ship.
What did I do, sir? Start rooting for the Cardinals? Been a Yankee fan since I was 8.
That's true.
So who are you picking, Anthony, for between in the World Series between Boston? Who do you think it's going to be?
No, he does not want the Red Sox to win.
No, anything. I don't want it. I'm hoping the Astros are in there, and I would love to see. I just want to see the Boston disappointment. That's all. I want them to be 10 times more disappointed than I am, and a lot of the Yankee fans are this morning.
All right,
that's all.
One more here. Let's go to Rob in Connecticut. Hey, Rob.
Hey, man. First-time caller. Glad you guys are back on.
Oh, thanks.
Glad to be back on, Rob. Glad to be back on.
I know. I just want to say that I hope Boston wins all the way. I'm not a baseball fan at all, but these guys are like pent-up virgins. If they win, they're going to explode and burn down Boston.
Mm-hmm. You know what I hear also at the game while I'm watching the game? At the end of the game, I hear the last out was coming. I have the remote in my hand. I swear, I have the remote in my hand. The second that ball is caught, and that's all I hear. I turn it off. I cannot sit and watch that. I cannot watch the jubilation, the celebration on the field.
Oh, when my team loses, I have to watch the I have to watch the other team celebrate.
I have my finger on the channel changer.
No, I have to watch.
And that's all I heard.
Man, A-Rod looked pissed. You missed it.
Of course.
They all looked pissed in the dugout.
I can't watch it.
They're all like, what happened? What the?
Where are the Yankees? What happened?
I thought we were... What?
What?
What happened? All right.